Hello and welcome to Glasgow International College's Student Submission for Higher Education Review. My name is Neil MacLeod. I'm the Academic Director here at the college. The student submission that you're about to view was put together by a cross-section of students currently studying at the college. The students themselves were given some assistance putting together this submission, primarily through the Student Services Department in terms of the logistics of the filming sessions. They were also given some guidance on some of the themes and topics that they had to cover. However, the submission itself is entirely under the ownership of the students. It was edited by the students and the discussions and themes and questions were put together by the students themselves. So for that reason, we hope it's a reflective of the student experience at the International College, and we hope that you enjoy hearing some of their experiences.
How was your arrival and the induction experience at Glasgow International College?
Very good, I think. When I arrived in the Glasgow International Airport, there are lots of helpful staffs in the exit of International Route with a strong logo, Glasgow International College. And we take the bus to the student accommodation called Globe. And these steps really calms me down because this is my first long-bound experiences. And the first week, interesting too, we had the welcome event, the university tour and the treasure hunt. And with these programs, I have the better concept about the city and the university. Yes.
How was your arrival induction experience at Glasgow International College?
When I first arrived, I think everything is really interesting. The building, the school, the people here, and even when we went to the supermarket, it's really interesting too. And when we first arrived, we started a course, and we have really much really much class have to take, and the time was being really busy during that period. Then we get Euro. Everything started getting better. Then, and we are being responsibility for ourselves during that period because no one is going to tell you have to do that. We just tell ourselves we need because we're here and we want to get better education.
What was the main points of arrival experience?
I think the overall satisfaction level with the students, international students that came to GIC was very high in terms of the induction. As you can see from the interview as well, students were very happy with the overall services that GIC provided, starting from picking them up at the airport, which I think is a big deal because coming to a new city can be a little, taxing for students, but picking them up from the airport and then taking them to their accommodations. And then there's a whole induction week where they have different activities, like there's a whole welcome event, and which sounded really amazing. And I saw some pictures online because unfortunately I missed my welcome event because I was a little late. But the best thing was that even though I was a little late, GIC didn't actually make me feel late because I was helped in terms of places which nearby grocery stores and all that. And there was a special campus tour arranged for the students who arrived late. So that's pretty good.
What do you think about the learning resources and facilities available at the college and the university?
I think the most important thing for me is the online library. We can check the source on the library and we can even download the journal article in our room. When we start writing our essay, it's a really useful website because we don't have that much time to go to the library. And secondly, I think the mentor program is really important too. We meet the people from the GU and they give our advice about what should we do now, what should we do when we get into GU. And also, I think the review week is really interesting because the students from GU come into GIC, tell us what should we do and what GU life would be like. Such as last time, the GU staff come coming to GIC tell us we have to think about the job stuff and tell us where should we go, which people should we find. And I think these are really good advice we have to take, and it's really helpful for our future.
What do you think about the learning resources and facilities available at the college and the university?
I think they're very good. You have excellent resources at the college. We have an upstairs study area that you can go anytime, work on things with classmates or yourself. You also have the downstairs common area where you can just hang out and work on things. Our instructors are very helpful when it comes to providing resources for you, whether it's academic or personal. If I need to get a bus somewhere, I can ask someone, they'll let me know. And at the university itself, we also have access to the library and the subject-specific librarians, which is fantastic if you're in some obscure subject and we have someone there specifically for you. And we can also access the online resources that are available for GU students.
What did the students think about the resources and facilities?
They think that learning resources are excellent in GIC because they provide lots of instructions, and they meet with the tutors as well, and they can visit library and find different resources there. And also we have also a lot of online resources like VLE, so we can use it at home and our classes as well.
What do you think about the course structure and modules? Which ones do you enjoy and which ones you find useful?
In my own opinion, I think the skills for study module helps us a lot. We learn how to search for accurate information efficiently, and we also learn how to develop our critical thinking, which we can use in our essays. I'm also quite satisfied with our course module structure. So when you are in a business stream, you are also provided a course structure called the comparative politics, which you can also learn other aspects of knowledge besides the business studies. So as we are living in the 21st century, we know we have to develop one's multi-skills in order to outstrip others. So therefore, GIC also provides us a path to broaden our horizons.
What do you think about the course structure and modules? Which one do you enjoy or are most interested in or find useful?
Well, I think the course structure and module is very reasonable. Language to study how to be adapt to local life sooner. Skillful study teach us how to seek reference, and research project teach us to practical research, and I think the language for study is the most useful because I came here January, and language for study teach me a lot of local language, which help me fit in local people sooner.
What do you think about course structure and modules?
Generally, the students are pretty satisfied with the course structure, especially because they feel that the way it's structured, the workload is pretty manageable. And the modules that were specifically mentioned in the interviews were language for study and skills for study. Language for study, obviously, because for many international students, English is not their first language, so studying language is pretty important for their further studies. And skills for study gives them a basic idea about how to find academic resources which is pretty helpful in their other courses. And it's basically a subject which teaches them a lot of helpful stuff. Do you feel you are supported by tutors?
Yes, the teachers support us really well because, for example, when we're in class and you have questions, they always are willing to answer. And they even set up sometimes when they're in their office that they allow students to come and ask questions if they ever have problems. And also give us extra books or like suggestions that we could use to further our learning. And yeah, they really do support us.
Do you feel you are supported by tutors?
Yes, I feel I'm absolutely supported by tutors. They always help no matter what kind of problem you may have. For example, it might be academic problem with your essays, report, or probably something personal.
How much support students are getting from their tutors?
Tutors are absolutely supportive, and learning support tutors also provide individual sessions where students ask different questions about their essay, assignment, presentations. So they can ask about grammar and also provide lots of editing sessions.
Do you feel that tutors apply various approaches to supporting studies, and if so, what works is best for you?
Yeah, the tutors have applied different approaches to educate students. Like in GIC, we have different kinds of lessons. We have lectures as well as the seminars. So in lectures, we learn the roughly concepts and ideas what we are going to learn, and in seminars, we have to sit in a group to discuss more further into the concepts. So, and we also have our learning support tutors, which helps us to improve our English skills as well as help us to improve our assignments. For me, I like to approach for the help of my learning support tutors because we have 30 minutes to communicate with our learning support tutors. So in these 30 minutes, we can ask our assignment questions as well as the questions that outside the class, like social activities, the lifestyles in Glasgow.
Do you feel that tutors apply various approaches to supporting studies? And if so, what works best for you?
Yes, I think our tutors has really helped us to strengthen our knowledge for certain subjects, and they use various approaches such as role play, group discussion, and they will ask us to draw some graphics to show our understanding for certain knowledge. So I find this role play is really important and useful for my study. In politics study, the teacher will separate us as a president, as a voters. So we will, in the procedure of role play, we will get a really better understanding for how politics are work. And so the teachers are really making the knowledge in practice, and this really, I think, is the most useful approaches.
Do students feel tutors apply various approaches to their study?
Yes, actually, it's really helpful because like for every subject we have a professor, like a lecture, and then there's a lecture, and there's a seminars for every subject. So in the seminar, what teachers try to do actually is get the students to talk in groups and have discussions and have a lot of presentations. So these are different approaches that the teachers use to make sure that the concepts are clear to the students. They have group presentations, they have separate presentations, and obviously for the lecture, this approach is different because it's a big classroom with a lot of students, and for the lectures delivered by the tutor. So there are various different approaches being put into practice, and students can get the best from all of these different approaches.
Have you applied to be student representative? If so, were the duties explained to you, and have you enjoyed the experience so far?
Yes, I have applied to be a student representative, and this is the reason why I sit here. Yes, and I feel very grateful and excited to be a member in the student representative community. This experience really helps me improve my English speaking skills and social skills. Yes, I participate a lot of programs as a member in the student representative community.
What types of events or meetings have you been involved in, and has it been an achievable balance in terms of your studies?
Yes, I participated in lots of events such as Chinese engineering tour and the university tour, and selling tickets for the curling party and a treasure hunt. And with these programs, I meet a lot of friends. Some of them can teach me how to write my AC. Am I kidding? and I really enjoy it.
How do you source students' feedback from your peers, and how confident are you in presenting these issues?
This is, yes, as a member in SIC, I really have to improve my friends' experiences in the college too. I pick up their feedback and give their feedback to the GIC. For example, when at the start of this term, in our classroom 504, the computer is not very good. They often lose sounds, and I tell this feedback to teacher and they fix this problem. This is good.
Have you applied to be student representative? If so, were the duties explained to you, and have you enjoyed the experience so far?
Yes, I have applied for being a student representative, and the task will be clearly explained on the first day when you're meeting with other student representatives. And so far, I have been really enjoyed being a student representative.
What type of events, meetings have you been involved in, and has it been an achievable balance in terms of your studies?
I have joined the academic forum, and you can meet with other GIC staffs and discussing about every question for your academic things. And you can raise any questions if you want, and trying to help to improve the overall environment in GIC. And it is not difficult to make a balance between student representative life and your academic studies, because we are, as a family, people are all willing to help you when you are in a difficulty.
Have you just sourced students' feedback from your peers, and how confident are you in presenting these issues?
At first you may feel really embarrassed, but just take it easy and try to have a free conversation with your friends and grab the ideas from them. And also you can try to find the problems yourself.
What did people think about being a student representative?
Students applied to be a student representative, and they like to organize different kind of events, to communicate with each other, to build new relationship with each other. They will find new friends, student council, and as for me, I also like to organize different kind of events. Students have lots of free time, so then they organize and also make some videos, programs, games. So it's really fun.
Do you feel prepared to use technology in your future learning? How has GIC helped you in this?
Yes, in the GIC we will use VLE to assess PowerPoints and seminar questions, and also we will do the quiz on the VLE. Secondly, some tutors have taught us how to use some searching database, such as the Google Scholar, which provides us with easy access to the academic resources for our essay. Thirdly, in the seminars or classes, the tutors will use Socrative, Nearpod to help us engage in the classes, and also we will do the quiz on the Socrative, so the tutors can check whether we have correctly interpreted the information.
Do you feel prepared to use technology in your future learning? How has GIC helped you in this?
I think I'm absolutely prepared to use technology in the future, as GIC teachers use different approaches, different programs to teach us, such as PowerPoint, Evernote, and there is also a VLE, which means virtual learning environment with all information which is necessary for our study, and it's very convenient.
How does GIC help students digital literacy?
I think the main tool that GIC uses for digital literacy is the VLE, which the students actually have to use all the time, because it has all the course material and all the necessary information the students need. Apart from that, I think we use apps like Socrative and Nearpod in class, which are very good tools, because that's a great tool for in-class participation for students, especially in big lectures. Teachers have questions or anything thing that they want to discuss, they can have that on the Nearpod app or on the Socrative app, and the students put in their opinions, their answers, and then the whole class can discuss it. So these are very good tools to enhance digital literacy.
Have you taken part in one of the transitional events between GIC and the university? Do you think this has been worthwhile?
As a business student, we are lucky to have preparation week that takes about 1 hour per week. And they not only invited the GU student who previously studied in GIC to come and give you the advice and listen to your problem and give you some suggestion. And also they invite some GU staff to tell you what you're gonna do after you enter into GU. And also they sometimes they will have some professors come and give the lesson and make you understand what's gonna be different between GIC style and the GU teaching style.
Have you taken part in any of the transitional events between GIC and the university? Do you think these have been worthwhile?
GIC also provides us a section called the Review Week, which introduces how we can prepare our path to the University of Glasgow. So this kind of Review Week, this lecture provides us a demo university lecture, an introduction on how we can prepare our path to the University of Glasgow, and also how we can manage our time and study very well, recommendation about traveling during holidays and so on. So I find it very useful because there are also mentors from the year 3 and 4 students sharing their past experiences with us, and I also find it very, very useful because what they share really solve our problems in all aspects.
What is the students' take on the transition events that take place between GIC and the university?
There were some transitional events. For example, Science and Engineering Department provide in the same department in Glasgow University different meetings. They're talking about their future studies and make some programs like tour on this department. And the second is the mentoring program, which students in GIC can meet with the 3rd and 4th years students, and they share their experience with them. So the foundation students have a transitional course program which helps them to enter in Glasgow University.
Yeah, students have spoken very highly of that program.
As a Students' Representative Council, we made this video to represent the students' experiences at Glasgow International College.
This video, 16 different international students from master and foundation degree who study science and engineering, business and social science, represent the students' opinion of Glasgow International College.
The student representatives were called to the meeting of Student Council to answer the question about students' perceptions of Glasgow International College. We recorded their answers and chose the answers that cover the whole opinions of the students who didn't take part in the video.
It was a great experience for us and all of us enjoyed it a lot. Basically because it was like a unique activity, something we hadn't done so far here in GIC. For most of us, it was the first time we were, directing or shooting videos, and then we had to decide on which parts to cut, which parts to edit. All the decision power was with us, so it was great discussing amongst us, and making the decision. So it was a great experience, and overall, I'd say it was really nice.